Hey, it's Dallas J. Moore here on SocialRepublic.com. Hope you guys are having a great week. Last few weeks I've been talking about branding. If you've got a negative brand, if your brand has a negative perception, and what you can do about it. So hopefully those things have helped. Hopefully you didn't need those things and your brand's awesome and there's no negativity anywhere. But if there was, or there is, get started on those things, get that cleaned up, get that taken care of. So this week I wanted to talk about something. I got in conversation this week with a few people on Twitter about what Twitter was, what Twitter has been, what Twitter's become. And some people have good feelings, other people have bad feelings, other people are just kind of looking around, trying to figure it all out. And I think some of that has to do with social media fatigue. Starting to read more articles about people that are just trying to do too much and spreading themselves too thin on time, and others just aren't getting the value they once were. You know, they're using Twitter to network and keep up with friends, and their friends are doing other stuff, or on other networks, or doing other things, or not there at all anymore. These are things that are important to keep in mind, because social media fatigue is something that really pulls people off the networks, gets people away from the computer, and they're doing other things with their time, which is good. We do need to live our lives and be away from the computer. Absolutely, I think that's a great thing. But it is something as a brand and as a business you need to be aware of. So if people are getting burnt out, taking away, getting off and doing other things, it's something you need to pay attention to and keep in mind. And for people that are feeling social media fatigue, just take a day, take some time, step back, relax, go do something else. I've seen it talk to a handful of people over the last several months that have just hit a point where they've had too much and they just need to step back, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, having to just step back and relax and look at things and just kind of be silent for a while. It can take some time to keep up with all the networks and the friends and the networking and become to the point where it's not fun anymore. So if you're feeling a little fatigue, take a step back, reevaluate, and come back when you're ready. There's nothing wrong with that. And as a brand and a business, it's also a great time to step back and strategize and get back to your grassroots. Where are you going? What are you trying to do? Where do you want to take these things? It's a good time to look at those things and evaluate where you are, where you're going, and where you want to be. So that's not necessarily a bad thing sometimes. But social media fatigue is something that is very real, and the numbers don't lie when it comes to that. So this week, think about if you need to take a step back, make sure you do that. If you're a brand or business, maybe it's time to step back and see where your marketing plan is, what your social media strategy and plan is, and figure out what you might be able to do to correct it, get back on track, and not feel so fatigued. So think about that this week. Social media fatigue. If you need to take time, step back, do what you need to do. But don't do it if you're not feeling it, because it's not as good and you're not 100%, and that's okay. So this is Dallas J. Moore with SocialRepublic.com. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend, and we will talk to you here next week. Thanks for watching.